Hey guys, Ash here from C4A Tech, and today we've got the Samsung Galaxy S5 with us. So in this video, let's go ahead, open it up and take a quick look inside. So this is the box that it comes in. We've got a 5 this time around on the box. Apart from that, it's similar to the Samsung packaging that we've been seeing with the Galaxy S4, the Note 3 and the ilk. So yeah, okay, I've already cut this. Anyway, this is what you've got inside. The phone, the battery, travel adapter, stereo headset, one data cable, and we've got a quick little set of highlights here. It's the 16 gig variant. This one's the Exynos chipset. That's octa-core chipset, water and dust resistant, 5.1 inch full HD, 16 megapixel rear camera, 2 megapixel front camera, 2800 milliamp hour battery. So that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead, open it up. So there you go. Here we have the Samsung Galaxy S5. So this is a 5.1 inch full HD display, Super Amoled HD. That gives it a pixel density of 432 pixels per inch. So overall, the phone's a little thicker this time around. It's about 8.1 millimeters thick. The Galaxy S4 was 7.9 millimeters thick. It's also a little heavier at 145 grams. That's largely due to the water resistance. The Galaxy S5 has IP67 certification, which means it's dust resistant and can be immersed in water up to 1 meter for up to 30 minutes. And again, that's the reason why the bezels are also thicker this time around, the bezels on the top and bottom. Okay, let me just pull up my Galaxy S4. So guys, this is my Galaxy S4. As you can see, though the screen is just 0.1 inches bigger, the bezels on top, the bezels at the bottom, on the sides, they're all bigger with the Galaxy, on the Galaxy S5. So anyway, that's all owing to the water resistance. So let me just peel these off. So on the back, we've got a soft touch finish, much like with what we saw on the Nexus 7, the original one. So anyway, let me just open the back up. So here we have our micro SIM card slot with the microSD card slot stacked on top. This supports up to 128 gig microSD cards. So let's just keep this aside for the moment, and we'll see what else is there in the box. So we've got the quick start guide, the warranty card, just a few more information pamphlets. So let's just keep that. The replaceable earbuds, the earphones, charger, battery, and a micro USB 3.0. okay, it's a micro USB 2.0 cable. Weird. The Galaxy Note 3 actually came with a micro USB 3.0 cable. This one does have this one does have a micro USB 3.0 port, but it's weird that they've included a micro USB 2.0 cable here. Anyway, weirdness apart, let me just put this away and I'll be back with you guys, and we'll take a closer look at the Galaxy S5. So I've just put the battery in, guys. So let me just pop the back on, and we'll see if this has any juice left. So let me turn it on. So guys, this phone is powered by the Exynos octa-core chipset. This chipset has HMP enabled. It's got 4 Cortex A15 cores clocked at 1.9 gigahertz each, coupled with another 4 lower powered Cortex A7 cores clocked at 1.3 gigahertz each, coupled with 2 gigs of RAM. So guys, we're up. I just ran through setup, and this is the Galaxy S5's user interface. It's been revamped since we last saw it on the Galaxy Note 3 or the S4. And yes, this is still Android KitKat 4.4.2. Let me quickly go into About Device. Right, where do I find that now? Okay, here we go. About Device and 4.4.2 KitKat. So it's heavily skinned Samsung TouchWiz UI on top. So Slide to the left, you get My Magazine, similar to what Google does with Google Now. And you can also access Google Now from here, like OK Google. And you can just provide your voice commands. So, OK Google, what's the time now? So that's that. And you've got the SL tab, and this on the back is the heart rate sensor. You've got the 16 megapixel rear camera. So let's open up S Health. So this is the heart rate sensor. So alright. So there you go. Another thing we've been talking about here has been the security, that is the Fingerprint Unlock. So let's see how that performs. So fingerprint. Okay. So here we go. Alright. So let me just turn it off. Turn it back on. And recognized. Okay, that's pretty cool. Again guys, if you haven't watched enough videos already, this is a little different from the sensor we've seen on the iPhone 5s. With that, you just need to touch it. Over here, you need to swipe. So that's just a little difference here. So anyway, got a software update. Alright, hit install. So guys, while the software is being updated, let's take a look at the button placement. So to the right, we've got the power button, just like it's been always, with Samsung at the bottom. Like I said, it's the MicroSD 3.0 port. It's covered because of the water and dust resistance rather. So there you go. The MicroSD 3.0 port. It'll still work with MicroSD 2.0 cables. Evident by Samsung's inclusion of one. So this is the volume rockers to the left, and on top the IR blaster, the 3.5mm headphone jack, that's water resistant, so it doesn't need to be covered. And we've got the secondary noise cancelling microphone. So what's weird here is that Samsung seems to have taken a step back. There are only 2 microphones on board. The Galaxy Note 3 had 3 microphones. Again, the S5 has 2 gigs of RAM. The Note 3 had 3 gigs. So not really complaining, just things for you guys to things I think you guys should know. Initial impressions feels like a couple of steps back, but then again, we will be playing around with this phone for quite a few days before coming out with the full review. So we'll talk more about that in the full review. Another change this time around is that Samsung's changed the long-standing menu, home and back key configuration that's found below. This time around, the phone has the recent apps key instead of the menu key. So this is one of the biggest changes to Samsung's design in recent memory, and that's saying quite a bit. One more thing that's not really related to an unboxing, but still anybody who's trying to pick up this phone in India, I just wanted to let you guys know, still just like with the Galaxy Note 3 here in India, the units on display are Snapdragon variants, and this time they've gone a step further. The little information that you have right next to the display units that you can see here, they actually mention for a 2.5 gigahertz quad-core processor, and that is the Snapdragon 801 variant. The LTE variant is the one that comes with a 2.5 gigahertz quad-core processor inside, and this is what they're displaying at stores. But the phone that is being sold is the Exynos variant. The 4G capable Snapdragon 801 variant is not up for sale in India, just to clear that up. So guys, we're up after the update, so let's just see. Alright, recognized. That's pretty sweet. So anyway, let's quickly take a look at the camera. So this is supposed to be an extremely fast camera. So let me just pull something out. So let's just see how the autofocus is. Pretty quick to focus. It's pretty sweet. And the Exynos variant also also has 4K video capability this time around. So there you go, UHD. dual camera mode, HDR, video effects, remote viewfinder, blah blah blah. And so that's 4K video. This wasn't available with the Exynos variant on the Galaxy Note 3. So there's a 5-minute limit to these. That's pretty much it when it comes to videos. Okay, going back into the camera. The interface has changed a bit from the last time we saw it. Got all the options over here, HDR. So let me just change it back to 1080. So you've got your effects, quite a lot of features here. So we will be going into this and we will be taking a look at it in detail when we are testing the phone out. We'll be back with more details in the full review. So with the Galaxy S5, the end user gets about 10 gigs free with the 16 gig variant. The last time Samsung did this with the Galaxy S4, there was about 9 gigs free, and being less than 10 gigs, Samsung received a lot of flack for it. So their solution was to release the Note 3 with 32 gigs by default. Most of the Note 3s sold initially came with 32 gigs, and then sneakily they released 16 gigs in certain parts of the world, and the negative press wasn't too much, I guess, so that we are back to 16 gigs this time around. So that's 10 gigs usable for what it's worth. And anyway, hitting the recent apps key, let's close everything. So with everything closed, nothing running in the background, this is the free memory you get. The phone uses about 1.3 to 1.4 gigs of RAM, so that shouldn't be an issue. Samsung should have got the optimizations right. Again, more on that in the full review. And anyway, it isn't really a water resistant device unless we've dunked it in water on cam. So there you go, the Galaxy S5 in water. Finally, we've got a mainstream flagship from Samsung that is water resistant. So there you go. Hopefully everything works fine. So that's thanks to the water on top. So let me just wipe it off, and there you go. Works pretty fine. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this quick little unboxing and hands-on video. The S5 goes back underwater. Let it be there for a bit. We will be coming out of the full review pretty soon, so make sure you stay subscribed, and thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this is Ash here from C4E Tech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.